So I finally decided to put down my 3DS and make a video that I recently had a discussion with one of my friends. Now I could be doing better things like trying to raise the shitty Cosmog to level 43 and finally complete my Pokédex, but instead I'm making you watch this fairy tale video. Hey, what is going on everybody? It's me, James Lost One, aka James, and today, as you saw from the title of the video, we are going to be talking about fairy tale ending. Now, I had a discussion with one of my friends recently. Okay, so it was after the manga ended a fairy tale, and she decided that she would read through it all because she's never read it. And well, after being thoroughly disappointed with the ending of fairy tale myself, I told her, just don't. But she didn't listen to me, like most people do. They never listen to me. So she decided to read through it anyways. Now, I'm still waiting for the anime to come out, and I'm gonna enjoy it when it does come out, despite the ending. That is what we're talking about. Anyways, let's move on to some points why I warned her not to watch it. Dream sequences, character death, and just bullshit. Story bullshit. Yep. You heard me. That's right, I'm talking about you, Makarov, That bullshit with the goddamn fairy law thing, Now I know on the countdowns, like on the manga pages, like the beginning, on the title, it said, 10 chapters left till the end. I'm sure we all remember this waiting. If you were like me and was waiting for the ending, to finally see the Nalu, thing, or, even Gray and Juvia. That, was non-existent. Yeah. When they build up something like that, throughout the final arc, well, I guess that wasn't the final arc, but, well, I guess it kind of was. But what I'm saying is when Gray and Natsu fight, Gray finds out he's E&D, and it's that part where Gray thinks he's killed Juvia and Natsu's like losing his mind. I probably have the manga page up on screen right now to show you that. But how they break out of that is they see Lucy and Juvia. They're okay, right? So, for me, that's like, okay, that's a telltale sign, the ending. And, it didn't happen. Now, back to my friend, who said she actually enjoyed the ending and thought there was nothing wrong with it. I said, are you stupid? Like, for real. Voice crack and everything. I said, are you stupid? And, she looked at me and she said, why? Wasn't it good? And I said, nah. And it wasn't. And mainly, that was because that dream sequence. They start off the final chapter after defeating Actilogia with a dream sequence, and it's like, oh cool, but it eats up the entire goddamn chapter of Fairy Tail. And I'm like, okay, reading, I was like, okay, cool, and then boom, dream sequence. And that silence, that's how I felt. I felt dead inside. And then it shows Lucy waking up and Natsu's in her house and she freaks out, normal fairy tale bullshit like it is, and you kind of look at it and you think this could, okay, and then it shows that scene and she's thinking about the past and like, okay, and then nothing. Like, Natsu, come on, man, really? Anyways, that's kind of my problem with the ending of that. But now I'm going to move back talking about the Makarov thing. With the fairy law, and he killed, well, I guess he does, I can't remember if he kills them or if he just wipes them out, which, really is the same thing, really. But, they're surrounded by all those enemies, and he uses the fairy law, and boom, he kills all of them. And then it's stated, oh yeah, the fairy law, the more you use it against, the more people you use it against, it takes away your life. It's like, what? Why wasn't that stated before? They're just adding new plot just so they can kill him off and bring him back? Like, really? really? That's how I felt. I was okay when he died. I was like, oh, okay. And I felt a little sadness going on. I was like, okay, moving on. And then it did the whole thing with Gray and Natsu doing the fighting thing, and then Urza comes along. It's like, the master's dead, you bitches, and that's how it went. And then they kind of snapped out of it, if I remember correctly. And then thinking about their love interests. But anyways, are you kidding me? I'm stunned by it. I'm so thinking about it now. It just makes me angry, and I just can't help but say something. And the only reason this video came along is because having this discussion with my friend who thought this was okay, I had to do something. I just couldn't let it stand any longer. Okay, since I don't want this video to be under 10 minutes, I'm going to talk more about the fairy law. Now, Master Jose, or Jose, or however you pronounce his name, one of those ways, when Makarov defeats him in the Phantom Lord arc, it's like, okay, fairy law, powerful, cool, and then it's not really brought up. I mean, Loxus using it, but come on, fuck you, Loxus. Anyways, moving past Loxus and his OP bullshit, moving on to Tenor Island arc, where the master was like, okay, get off my island, bitches, or I'm gonna use fairy law and I'm gonna kill you all. To the intruders known as Grimoire Heart. I remember their name. Yep, Grimoire Heart. And it's like 1, 2, and then Master Precht was like, bitch, nah. And that's what happens. And he threatens them back, and then they do the fight, and it's like, okay, but he was gonna use it against all those people on Tenor Island, all the people on Grimoire Heart's ship. That would have killed him if it took a lifespan. Obviously, I don't think that plot was invented yet, where the fairy law actually, you know, takes, the more people use it against, the more life it takes from you, because they don't state that, because there's not really a reason to. Just like with Lizana. Now, I'm not going to get into that discussion, believe me. No, I'm not doing it. But with the fairy law, he was going to use it against them, and if he knew then the risks that would take for him, okay, then why not state that before? The only reason they stated it in the end like that is I feel like just so they can kill him off to have some type of thing, and then bring him back later. Now that's all I have for this video, but I just wanted to say a couple things before ending it. I can go into a long discussion in the comments if you want about the fairy tale ending. I'll do it. You want to comment? Do it. Like the video? Make sure you do it. Dislike it? Get out. Now, if you'd like to see more fairy tale content coming from my channel, I'll do it. Want me to talk more in depth about stuff? Comment. I'll say something. Do it. It'll be fun, and I'd like to hear you guys' opinion. Or opinions, because your opinions matter here. Not just your only opinion. All that matters to me. Now make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at JamesTheLost1, as in the number 1 on Twitter. And we can go into a more heated discussion on Twitter if you'd like.